This is the OTB Network.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Anthony Mormino, hosting this week's edition of Horses and Courses. We have one race from Delaware Park, 6 from Monmouth Racetrack, as they had a big day on Sunday. The big 3 races from Arlington, their Turf Festival. We even have 2 races from Finger Lakes, as they had some baby stakes races over the weekend. We'll go out to Del Mar for 2 races, and of course, all the action from Saratoga dating back to last Monday's Adirondack Stakes. To kick it off, we're going to go to Delaware Park. We had a 3-year-old stake, the Vincent Mascarelli, at 1 1/8 miles. So let's go to Saturday's running at Delaware Park.
And they're off in the Mascarelli Memorial. And Saratoga Way toward the outside goes for that early lead and will get it as they come toward the finish line the first time. Roger is right there. Missoulian Ghost with the rail in third, a gap of 2 lengths to Boca Flyer. As they quickly spread out, next to line Coahoma and Make the Bend is the trail, already a dozen lengths behind. They've barely gone 3/16 of a mile. They're running single file into that first turn. On the front end, it's Saratoga Way and Michael McCarthy winging it there by 3 lengths. 3.5 now over Roger E. It's a gap of about 6 lengths to Missoulian Ghost, opening quarter in 22 3. After Missoulian Ghost, we've got about 4.5 lengths to Boca Flyer, then 2.5 to Coahoma, and 4 more to Make the Bend. Still racing single file down the Delaware backstretch, and Saratoga Way is setting the sizzling tempo, leads it by 4 lengths over Roger E. Now it's about 10 lengths to Missoulian Ghost racing third, another 3.5 lengths to Boca Flyer, then Coahoma, and Make the Bend's 15 lengths off the pace after a half in 46 1. Half mile to go. Saratoga Way is showing the way, but the pace may take its toll. Roger E. is chasing in second. It's still about 7 lengths to Missoulian Ghost, who's gaining some ground, then Boca Flyer, Coahoma, and Make the Bend. Not much progress from the back. The 6 1, 11 2, 3/8 to go. Saratoga Way is dramatically short in stride as Roger E. is gaining. Missoulian Ghost, the backfield's in motion now, followed by Boca Flyer. Then comes Make the Bend. Coahoma with no response. Saratoga Way is a weary leader as they head for home. Saratoga Way joined by Missoulian Ghost on the inside. Roger E. Here comes Boca Flyer and Make the Bend. 4 with a shot now as Saratoga Way is thrown in the towel. Missoulian Ghost slipping through, leads it by 2. Make the Bend rallies on the outside, and Boca Flyer. It's Missoulian Ghost. Make the Bend is trying to run him down. Make the Bend on the outside from last to first. Make the Bend wins the Mascarelli Memorial. Missoulian Ghost second, Boca Flyer third.
The winner, Make the Bend, at almost 8 to 1 for Brett Bartram. Scores running last. Watching this race, field strung out very, very early. 4th quarter mile in this race, 29.09, just about as slow as you'll ever see. Missoulian Ghost looked to have gotten a perfect ride inside, shot the rail, looked clear at the 8th pole before Make the Bend was able to run him down. And checking in for third, part of the 1 to 2 entry, Boca Flyer. The final running time of the Vincent Mascarelli, 1 minute 54 4/5 of a second. We're going to go up to the Jersey Shore, a very big weekend as they wind up their meet on Saturday. They had a 3-year-old filly stakes, the Monmouth Park Breeders' Cup Oaks. Years ago used to be a big prep for the Alabama, now run on the same afternoon. Recent winners include Unbridled Elaine, Spain, Silver Bullet Day. So let's go to Monmouth Park and the running of the Monmouth Oaks.
Racing in the Monmouth Breeders' Cup Oaks, 61 Margot had the best start. Magic Storm is away running in second. There goes the favorite Alternate on the far outside. Bronze Ottoman Seba close up too. The entire field is only a length apart as they race past the finish line first time round. And 61 Margot has a slight advantage over Bronze Ottoman, Magic Storm. Seba and Alternate will now take back. Alternate is wide into the first turn in last, but 5 lengths from the front. 61 Margot on the rail. Bronze Autumn on the outside. They ran a quarter in a fast 22 2/5 seconds, and they're a length and a half clear of Seba and Magic Storm. That first quarter was quick, but they've slowed things down as they enter the backstretch. Alternate is last away from the rail and 5 lengths off the lead as they head to the 5 furlong pole. 61 Margot. Bronze Autumn just alongside of her, a half mile, much slower here, 47 seconds flat. Then it's Magic Storm, Seba to the inside, and Alternate continues to run in the back. She's still 5 lengths off the lead with less than a half mile remaining in the Monmouth Oaks. 61 Margot and Bronze Autumn have been together since the beginning, and they continue to run that way, and now Alternate begins her run. She's widest, but charging on the outside. She's into third and heading after the pace setters at the quarter pole. Magic Storm and Seba are next. They've run 3 quarters in 1:11 2, and they're into the stretch, and 61 Margot still is there on the lead. Bronze Autumn alongside, Alternate in the center of the track, coming up to the leaders now at the 8th pole. Then Magic Storm and Seba. 61 Margot yet to give in. Bronze Autumn, Alternate on the outside. Magic Storm's also coming on, and here's Magic Storm with a rush. She's splitting horses. She's getting up, and Magic Storm and Eddie King win the Monmouth Breeders' Cup Oaks. Alternate was second, and Bronze Autumn was third.
Magic Storm, who we saw up at Saratoga, hit the board for Eddie King, win at almost 10-1. Alternate, the 3-5 choice after back-to-back second-place finishes at Delaware Park in the Susan Girl, and most recently, the Delaware Oaks, can only do second place at 3-5, 4 wide on the turn. You saw Alternate trying to run from back in the pack, which typically is not very successful at Monmouth Park. The first stakes victory for Magic Storm. She exited a sloppy event at Saratoga, an allowance race. Magic Storm with Eddie King aboard. Eddie King, the sixth jock to ride Magic Storm in only 8 starts. Wins for Overbrook Farms and D. Wayne Lucas. The final running time of the Monmouth Breeders' Cup Oaks of Grade 2, 1:51 flat. Sunday at Monmouth Park, their second biggest day of the meet, Island Handicap Day. They had 5 stakes races on the card, 2 of which were originally scheduled to be run on the turf. They were washed off and run on the dirt. The first up, one of those turf races, 2-year-olds in the Continental Mile.
Racing in the Continental Mile. I Pay the Bills was off slowly. It's My Boy Kyle going to the front, most feared on the far outside, showing speed, and right between those two is Bring Out the Best as they move into the clubhouse turn. Then Stong, followed by Gervais, and Gervais is racing 3.5 lengths off the lead. Then it's Maxwell Silverhammer. There's more Night to the inside, and the trailer is I Pay the Bills. Onto the backstretch after a 23-3 opening quarter. Bring Out the Best on the outside. At the rail, My Boy Kyle. They're head and head on the lead. Most feared is just off of them. Then it's Gervais in 4th. A length and a half farther back, and then we come back to Stong, Maxwell Silverhammer. Lismore Knight is racing about 5 lengths off the lead, and alongside of him is I Pay the Bills. They continue up the backstretch. On the rail, it's My Boy Kyle. Bring Out the Best on the outside. Half mile in 48 seconds flat. It's been a slow pace so far. Most Feared is edging up to the leaders now. Then the favorite Lismore Knight, who's 3 wide on the far turn. Gervais is in between horses, and Stong is down on the rail. Then it's another 3.5 to Maxwell Silverhammer. I Pay the Bills outrun, and there goes Most Feared on the outside. And Most Feared takes the lead coming to the quarter pole. Then Bring Out the Best. My Boy Kyle. Lismore Knight is toiling back there in 6th. They're into the stretch. Most Feared on the outside in front. Bring Out the Best in between horses. Then My Boy Kyle on the inside. Stong is in 4th, and nothing from the favorite. It is Most Feared. Opening up now by 5, a 16th out. And Most Feared and Tommy Turner win as much the best today. My Boy Kyle is second, coming under the wire. And then came a photo between Stong and Bring Out the Best.
Ronnie Werner scores with a 2-year-old Most Feared, who had an outside post position under the tutelage of Tommy Turner at 4-1. Just raced very well. Good early energy, got a good running position. My Boy Kyle up front, which annually is very good. I have 2-year-olds going 2 turns and a mile in the middle of summer, was able to run second. Stong finished third at a big price, 21-1 after being well back in the pack. The chalk in this race at 3-5, Linsmore Knight, as Jerry Bailey took a weekend out of town from Saratoga, was only able to run fifth. Owner is Tom Durant. Tom Durant owned Awesome Humor before he sold her for a big ticket to Windstar Farm, but he does hold on to Most Feared. Ronnie Werner wins the Continental Mile, originally a turf race, run on the dirt, going 2 turns. Next up, we have a 3-year-old and up filly race. This is the Regret, run for $65,000.
Racing in the Regret, and Tugger was off slowly. Two Market on the outside is going out to the front. AP Andy and Astrid have good early speed. After that comes True Rose. It was not a good start for Tugger, who's outside of City Fair and Look of the Lynx. And then comes the trailer, Mary's Nickel. Two Market on the outside by a neck. AP Andy is second by 2. Then it's Astrid running in third, followed by City Fair on the outside and Look of the Lynx along the rail, 4 lengths off the lead. After that, True Rose. Tugger will have to come from second last to win this one, and she's 6.5 lengths off the lead. The trailer on the far turn is Mary's Nickel, 1:4:21 in 2/5 seconds, and Two Market is clear now by 1.5 to Astrid and City Fair. 1.5 more to Look of the Lynx. Then it's AP Andy. Tugger has not been able to do anything after that start. She's dead last. They're into the stretch. Two Market by 2. City Fair coming. Astrid is in between horses, still in with a shot. In the final furlong, Two Market not done yet. Clings to a 2-length lead over City Fair, who's coming. Then it's Astrid and Mary's Nickel on the inside. But Two Market is still going strong, and Two Market is the winner. Mary's Nickel flies up the fence for second. City Fair was third.
Every step a winning one for Tommy Turner. Again, Two Market, owned by Patricia Generazzo, trained by Frank Generazzo. Almost 10-1, wins very impressively, coming from way back in the pack. Last for much of the running, Mary's Nickel at 22-1. Finishing third, a runner which we've seen on the NYRA circuit very often, City Fair, trained by Wayne Lucas, 7-2. In this running, Tugger, who was made the even money choice, starting from the outside post position, just had no early energy for Todd Pletcher, didn't ever get into the fight under Jose Velez, and wound up finishing 6th in a field of 8. The trifecta returned in the Regret better than 2,900. The final running time in the Regret, a quick 1:09.3. Next up at Monmouth Park, 3-year-old fillies in the post-deb. They're going 1 1/16 on the main track.
They're racing in the post-deb stakes. Our Cosette, Sally's Forum, Smoke 'em if you got 'em, all out for the lead. Then it's Cat Rocket between horses. Smart Grace on the outside, followed next by Entwining and Garden Dance. Then a break of another 3 to Weep No More My Lady and Once Around, who are in the back early, as Our Cosette leads the way with 7 furlongs to run. In front by a length to Cat Rocket in second. Then Smart Dance on the outside, Smoke 'em if you got 'em, followed by Sally's Forum along the rail, and Sally's Forum just took up, being passed now by Entwining on the outside, 5.5 lengths off the lead. After that, it's Garden Dance, Once Around's in the back with Weep No More My Lady, and they're 9 lengths from the front runners, who ran a quarter in 23-1. 5 furlongs to go. Our Cosette in front. Smart Grace into second now on the outside. And then Entwining, who's edging up to them 3 deep. Then it's Cat Rocket, followed on the rail by Smoke 'em if you got 'em. Then Sally's Forum. Garden Dance on the outside. Once Around and Weep No More My Lady continue to keep each other company. And there's still 7 from the front as they race by a half in 47-1. Around the far turn. And on the outside, Smart Grace has taken the lead. Our Cosette backing up along the rail. Smart Grace is in front. Here comes Cat Rocket, and she's strong on the outside, second by 2. Then Entwining in third. Garden Dance is next, and then Once Around, and they're into the stretch. And on the outside, Cat Rocket is in front. Cat Rocket opening up now, pouring it on by 4 at the 8th pole, leaving Smart Grace behind. Then comes Garden Dance, and Once Around on the outside, but Cat Rocket is 17-1, and she is trouncing them in the post-deb. Cat Rocket ran away from them and won by 10. Smart Grace second, maybe Smoke 'em if you got 'em third over Garden Dance and Once Around.
Cat Rocket, a big upset in this event, 17-1. Sat off the pace of R. Cosette early, then chased down Smart Grace. Won off rather easily, just under a dozen lengths under the tutelage of Abidel Toribio. This horse had finished 4th most recently at Monmouth Park, steps up here to win this off-the-turf contest. Smart Grace, 9-2 on the card under Ibarcoa. Ibarcoa, the leading jockey down at Monmouth Park, was able to finish 2nd after being close up to the pace, and finishing 3rd was Smoke 'em If You Got 'em. The final running time for these 3-year-old fillies in the post-deb, 1:44.4. Next up, we had 3-year-olds sprinting 6 furlongs in the Rumson. So let's return to Monmouth Park.
Racing in the Rumson. Outstander is going to the front. Callens on the inside, and our Wildcat now sprinting off to take the lead. And Callens is in front as they head up the backstretch. Then it's our Wildcat in second. Alongside is Outstander in third. Then Storm Commander between horses. On the far outside, Lunar Bounty is fifth, but very close up. He's only 2 lengths off the lead. It's another 5 back to the pair of Hudson Street and It's a Monster, and they ran a quarter in a very fast 21 1/5 seconds. Callens in front by 3/4 of a length. Our Wildcat second. Storm Commander right there in third. A 4-wide Outstander is still close to the pace. Lunar Bounty can't keep up. Hudson Street is 7 lengths off the lead and completely outrun so far as It's a Monster. He's 12 lengths behind. A 43 2/2 mile. They're into the stretch, and it is Callens in front by a length. Our Wildcat coming to take him on at the 8th pole. After that, it's Hudson Street, who's storming down the center of the track with Outstander. 16th to go. Callens, our Wildcat, Hudson Street, and Outstander all coming to the wire. It's our